The budding calamity of insect support reptiles. This is everything that you wanted, and this feels just like Tri Brigade 2. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more on us content. Step into the forest of Raika? Oh boy, I can't wait for somebody to be like, Rika? No, it's Raika. So if Tri Brigade were so good, why didn't they make a Tri Brigade 2? So Raika can be read as budding calamity. The theme is aggressively Japanese, so to preserve the feel, we've kept the names in Japanese, similar to how spirit monsters have been done in the past. And I want to point out here that this thing looks like it has Ododic lore tie-in. Like, this is absolutely amazing for the feel of a car. I haven't seen anything feel this dark in a very long time in this game. So this is the Raika no Markorobi, level 1 Earth Plant. Okay. You can only special summon with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. So you can special summon this card from your hand by sending an insect, plant, or reptile monster from your hand to the graveyard. Wow, for an extender, that's costly, but this better be good. If on normal or special, you can add up to 2 of your Raikaya cards with different names that are banished and or in your deck to your hand except for this, and then banish 1 Raika card from your hand. You cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except insect, plant, and reptile monsters. Alright, I take back what I said. This actually, that's, for this being an extender slash searcher, things gonna get ash and you're gonna cry. But alright, so this is the Raika no Yaha, I'm not gonna try. A little shinobi insect, level 3. Huh. So it's 1500 0 defense. You only special summon with the first effect this card's name once per turn, and you can use the second effect this card's name once per turn. So you can special summon this card from your hand by placing one of your banished insect, plant, or reptile monsters on the bottom of your deck. That is entirely generic, by the way, so those of us looking at our insect support right now, bottom deck special summon extender, good. If this card is sent to the graveyard as link material for the link summon of a Raika monster, you can target 1 level 4 lower insect, plant, or reptile monster in your graveyard, except for this card, and special summon it in defense position. This card's bonkers for insect decks. Okay, so this is an arrowneck longhorn beetle, but it's actually a wordplay for a phrase meaning cutting something so fast that the enemy doesn't even notice. It's actually kind of cool lore. What in the world? What in the world is this? This is a reptile, but like, this thing could be scared as a machine. So you can only special summon 1 card with the first effect of this card's name once per turn, and you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. So this is the 0-2300 Reptile. So you can special summon this card from your hand by banishing an insect, plant, or reptile monster from your graveyard. Hey, reptiles! Congratulations! You officially can have your level 4 extender to be able to use King of the Feral Imps to get into additional searches. Okay. We can discard 1 insect, plant, or reptile monster to target 1 monster the opponent controls, except an insect, plant, or reptile monster, and return it to the hand. I want to point out here that this is very interesting that it doesn't allow itself to poke its allies, even if they're across the field here. This card is very particular about interacting with that, so I find that actually kind of interesting as for a little bit of a little tie-in here. Oh gosh, this thing, this Immortal Bushido on fire. But Raiken no Musha Dakoro. 2 monsters, including an insect, plant, or reptile monster. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn, and then you cannot special summon the turn you activate them, except insect, plant, or reptile monsters. Whew. So we can target 1 Raika monster in our graveyard, special summon in defense mode. Okay, so straight off the bat, we have a revive. It's pretty good. If this card is in your graveyard, we can target an insect, plant, or reptile monster we control, place it on the bottom of the deck, and then you can special summon this card. Huh. For link climbing materials, to be able to filter through everything, this is actually pretty good. I'll take this. Alright, yes, this is the warrior skeleton. And then we have Raika no... I'm not even going to try to go with this. This is a Link 3, and it's an insect. Oh, baby. So this is 2+ monsters, including an insect, plant, or reptile. And you can only use the first effect and affects this card's name once per turn. So we can banish 2 insect, plant, and or reptile monsters in our graveyard to add a Raika trap card from our deck to our hand. I love the fact it doesn't include spell card. Just 1 Raika trap. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 insect, plant, or reptile monster you control, place it on the bottom of the deck, and if you do, special summon this card, and you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except for insect, plant, and reptiles. A Link 3 insect that has the ability to revive itself by bot decking an insect that you probably revived somewhere else along the way. Okay. Next up here is the Raika no Kursigami. This is the chained snake. This looks like a Mayakashi. This is a Link 4, by the way. That's kind of cool. So 2+ monsters, including an insect, plant, and reptile. Okay. So you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. So if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can make both players unable to activate monster effects in the hand for the rest of this turn. Why does this need to be on a Link 4, by the way? Interesting. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target an insect, plant, or reptile you control, place them on the bottom of the deck, and then you can special summon this card, and you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except for insect, plant, and reptiles. These cards, I just now kind of realized this, but like, this is the Mayakashi theme of Link monsters. You know, all of these cards, you Link climb up on the next turn, you know, you can bot deck whatever these little things are, and you get an entire little arsenal of these monsters coming on back. And now, it's time for the boss monster. That's right, they actually got a Link 5 with 3,300 attack points. So, this is the 2+ insects, plants, and reptiles. Yep, who's excited about that? You only use the first effects of this card's name once per turn. If a monster or monster is a special summon from your opponent's deck and or extra deck, you can destroy 2 monsters on the field. I really dislike the fact that it doesn't say up to 2, because my problem is, oh, you special summoned? Oh no, now I have to pop this and something else on the field in order to get the best maximum effect out of this. And then if this card is in your graveyard, you can target an insect, plant, or reptile monster you control, place it on the bottom of the deck. And if you do special summon this card, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except for insect, plant, and reptile monsters. Congrats, everybody! We have a recurring Link 5 every single turn. Delicious. Next up is the Great Oni Fang, and this is the second thing that I was talking about out here for what feels like your Ododic lore tie-in, like these little spirals of darkness out here. So you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. So all insects, plant, and reptile monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. Also, all other face-up monsters on the field lose 300 attack and defense. Sure. You can activate one of these effects. Add a Raika monster from your deck to your hand and then discard a card. Or you can special summon one of your Raika monsters that is banished or in your graveyard in defense position. Did they really just give this archetype a continuous spell card that's a Rhoda for every Raika monster? Yes, they did, everybody. And it discards immediately on resolution too, so you're putting another monster down. So this is the Blossoming Profusely, like what flowers do, but instead of skulls doing that. It's kind of funny. And then we have the Raika Dairin Kurikami, the Great Ring Headhunting Dance. This actually looks really cool. So you only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. So target cards your opponent controls up to the number of insect, plant, and reptile link monsters you control of different types and destroy them. Okay, that's not terrible. If a face-up insect, plant, and or reptile monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish this card to target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. So, what are my thoughts with this? I didn't think we would see the Mayakashi of link climbing, but I'm happy to see that insects got something here. You know, we got an insect link climbing potential for bee troopers to be able to use. Also, I mean, the link climbing potential that we just got for this stuff also feels really good, but like this card is actually pretty cool. I love everything about this. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.